Wami.
Wami.
Wani.
Wani.
Wami. Wani. Auniche, ne togoko Coleman.
Togoko Marie-Ange.
And in this video, we are tackling another part of our mini-series focused on difficult and tricky sounds and letters in Bambara, Dioula, and Maninka. And in this one, we are going to focus on the Velar N. So do you know what the Velar N refers to?
Is it the N with the thing that goes
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
exactly. So it's the
Some
N.
kind of like...
Yeah, so it's the N. We'll put it on screen here, but it's an N with a little tail, but it's not the tail at the first part of the N, it's at the second part. So this letter normally throws off English speakers. Do you know how you pronounce it?
No, I'm not sure.
In West Africa, there, and I think you might know it from Côte d'Ivoire, there's like these little breakfast fritter things, and we'll put an image up on screen, but you eat them in the morning, okay, and they are like cooked in a little metal dish. What are they called?
Womi.
Womi.
Yeah.
I don't even know what would you call it in French?
Galette?
Yeah, galette. I think people sometimes call it galette, but for people from France, they're like, c'est pas une vraie galette, ça. But in West Africa, it's a galette. Voilà, c'est comme ça. All right, so
that's it.
So these little things in Dioula and Bambara, Maninka, are called wami, and they have this sound at the beginning. What I typically tell people about this sound is, in English, when we write the word king, it's actually the sound at the end, like king, but you're starting with it. So English speakers have a hard time imagining how can I start a word with that sound, but that's what's going on there. So you say wami, but you don't want to say ngomi. It's not ngomi. You want to say wami.
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 Uh-huh.
It's almost like you're yawning and you stop it.
Yeah.
Wami.
Wami. If you can't do it, you can just say a W. So if you say wami,
Wami,
everyone will understand you. It's totally fine. And in fact, in Maninka from Guinea, they don't even have the sound wami. They just say wami with a W. So actually in the Unko writing system, there is no letter for this sound because they just use a W sound.
Yeah, okay.
There's one other example that I can give you. For instance, the word for a thorn, like a thorn that would kind of, a pricker that you would catch yourself on a rose. Do you know what that's called? So it's similar. You would say wani.
Wani.
Yeah, so we have wami with an M, and then we have wani.
Wami. Wani.
All right, so Marie-Ange had a great little aside here. She was thinking that it would be helpful maybe that if we talked about the difference between some of the other nasal sounds that are kind of similar. What are the other nasal sounds that you think that people might kind of associate with this sound?
So we have the
which is the syllabic nasal, like
which is, like I. And then now we have wo.
Yeah, so that's the vowel. Obviously, you can't say it in isolation. That's the problem, is that this sound, if you had to just say it, you would say So it sounds like the syllabic nasal, except for it always gets attached to something.
Okay.
One of them is syllabic, so it goes and then something else. So you'd say beta or tse or ba. But in this one, it should be fluid. Like, so you want to say wami. You don't want to say womi. You say wami.
I almost feel like I need to do the move to do it.
Yeah.
I need to do wami.
Wami.
I can't say it like without doing the move. Wami.
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 The other thing you should watch out for with this letter is that it looks a little bit like another one, which is going to be the palatal nasal, so it gets palatalized. And I know that you just gave us a little preview. What's the English word that most people associate with this sound?
Lasagna.
Yeah, so nya, like in lasagna, right? So that nya sound is the other one because they both are an N with a little tail on them. One of them has a tail at the beginning, the other one has at the end. So you need to look out for both. One of them should be easier for you to pronounce, one of them should be more tricky, and then you just kind of want to see how is it distinct from the syllabic nasal. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right, I hope we got it. Good luck. If you need any help, ask questions down in the comments below. Otherwise, please give us a thumbs up. And otherwise, think about becoming a patron of Ankata, Auniche, Aukambe.
Kambe.